So guys, Ted Cheeseman loses to Sergio Garcia for the European title. Sergio Garcia retained his European title belt in a very one-sided whooping from Sergio Garcia. Ted Cheeseman was totally outclassed, totally outboxed, totally outthought. Very one-dimensional, kept coming forward with his hands up. At certain times, being very foolish in the fight, leaving his hands down, getting caught. Taking too many shots for my liking. He took a serious punishment in that fight. Serious amount of punishment. And that's not good for any boxer's health. He looked very... he didn't look like he had a lot of skill about him. There was no jab. He wasn't really... He was just chasing him around the ring and just putting his hands up, moving forward and taking a barrage of shots. And don't get me wrong, he landed a couple of his own. There's certain times in the fight where he looked like he had Garcia in trouble, but Garcia was just too cute, too skillful for him. He outboxed him completely all over the ring. And, I just think I think maybe Cheeseman was showing his level there. I'm not so sure Cheeseman is that good. A lot of these guys at European level have been found out. Lewis Ritson got found out in his last fight against Patera, and now Cheeseman's got found out. Sky's looking for the next pay-per-view star, the next stars. I'm not sure these guys have what it takes. A lot. Eddie keeps talking about, well, Cheeseman's 23, Cheeseman's this. Amir Khan at the age of 23 was a unified champion. So age is just a number. If you've got talent, you'll be able to get through. I just look at some of these guys and I'm not sure they're very deficient. They're technically very deficient. And I'm not sure they're ready for, European step-ups. I think they're British level fighters. And I think Sky are looking for their next pay-per-view stars. But I'm not sure these guys are good enough. I'm not sure these guys we don't know about Buatsi yet. We don't know about many of we don't know about Yard. I know Yard's not a Sky Sports fighter. He's a BT fighter. But we don't know about these guys yet. We don't know whether these guys have what it takes. And at the minute, don't get me wrong, Cheeseman showed a lot of heart, a lot of toughness. But he showed that he's limited. He showed that he's one-dimensional. And to get outboxed in a one-sided fight at European level, it was one-sided. I thought the Ritson fight, I thought Patera won quite comfortably, but I thought at least Lewis Ritson put up more of a fight. This was it was reckless, it was kamikaze-ical, and it was just he got beaten up in there, in my opinion. He got beaten up in there, and that's not good for any boxer's health because he took a lot of punishment, which is obviously not good for him. Johnny Nelson said after the fight that fight was took 5 fights. That one fight was equivalent to 5 fights for Cheeseman. That took a lot out of him tonight, and it did. He got beat up in there. He got badly. He was cut. He was in a bad way. He was in a bad way after that. 12 rounds. Because he took some. There was times in the fight where he put his hands down and he got clipped with some big shots, and I was like, "What are you doing? Put your hands up. Get your defense back up." He was defenseless in there at times. If Garcia was a big puncher, Cheeseman would have got knocked out cold. He would have got knocked out cold. It doesn't matter how tough you are. There's only so much you can take of a guy that's a big puncher. That was Jarrett Hurd in there. He would have got put to sleep. And I'm not so sure. Cheeseman's got to go back to the drawing board and fix his flaws, because there's a lot there at the minute. And I'm not sure he has what it takes to compete at European level yet. He was talking about, Dave Caldwell was saying he was talking about fighting Jarrett Hurd. What would have happened if he had that fight? He's definitely not ready for that level. I'm not even sure he's not even ready for Garcia, because Garcia schooled him. So leave your thoughts, guys. I was disappointed with Cheeseman's performance. Yeah, he showed toughness, he showed heart, he showed he's got a chin. But you need more than that if you want to compete at a high level. And Cheeseman didn't show me anything which suggests he's got anything more than that. He showed me he's a British level fighter, and that's his level. But leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.